Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel, and a few months ago, I covered the mysterious disappearance of CDC employee Timothy Cunningham, who was not feeling well, left work, and no one saw him, which raised a lot of very interesting questions. Were we dealing with some kind of weird outbreak scenario? Did this man contract something and then head off into the outside world only to die from his ailments and then release a plague upon humanity that would wipe us out? Is this the end times? Or was he working for an alternate, for an opposing force and smuggling out a deadly disease in order to get onto, biological warfare? These were all scenarios that were posited by many people on the internet. Thankfully, none of them are true, but sadly, he did not make it. So, missing CDC employee's body found in river weeks after disappearance. Yeah. I was hoping we were going to find the guy alive, that he just wandered off, but unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, he did not survive. So it says here, the body of a missing employee at the Center for Disease Control and Prevention was found this week in a river nearly 2 months after his unusual disappearance prompted a nationwide search. Timothy Cunningham, an epidemiologist at the CDC, was found at the Chattahoochee River in northwest Atlanta late Tuesday. Fishermen in the area spotted the body along the bank of the river face up. The decomposed body was stuck in the mud in an area not easily accessible, leading officials to believe it was in that position for a while. Now, he went out not feeling well and he went fishing and fell in the river or something. I mean, there are still elements of this that do feel like there might have been some level of foul play. I'm not going to lie. Like, the inner conspiracy theorist in me is coming out, like the tinfoil hat's coming on sort of thing. But at the same time, it does explain where he's been, at least. Saying here, we have no indications to this point that there's any foul play, Atlanta Police Department Major Michael O'Connor said in a Thursday press conference. It is unclear how Cunningham's body ended up in that part of the river. An official cause of death has yet to be released, but a preliminary autopsy suggested the 35-year-old drowned, the medical examiner said in the Thursday news conference. Well, okay, so they don't assume there was any foul play, but he fell into a river, he drowned, and then was found face up 2 months later, decomposing in a not easily accessible part of the river. I mean, I'm just saying there is some stuff here. It doesn't feel right. Now it says 3 crystals were found in Cunningham's pocket when his body was recovered. Cunningham, who was last seen leaving work early on February 12th, was an avid crystal collector. The ones found on Cunningham were described as rare crystals. Now, I know people who collect crystals for a multitude of reasons. The people I know predominantly do it for spiritual reasons. I have friends who buy and sell rare crystals at flea markets and at swap meets and online. They have online stores, and that's where they make their living. And I know people that collect them because of the powers that they contain, whether it's going to be like vitality or a cleansing aura or something. There are people, I'm not kidding you, there are people out there that will take crystals that apparently absorb bad negative energy, and they will like rub them on their body, you know what I mean, in order to get rid of that negative energy. And so there's that as well. But then I have also friends of mine who, are kind of like amateur geologists and whatnot, and they like to collect rare crystals, because they go out and they find rare rocks and crystals and things like that. Like, so there's multiple reasons here why he could have them in his pocket, but it does seem a little bit interesting. They were described as rare crystals. Well, the question here is how rare, and were they payment for something that he brought out? Did he Edward Snowden something out of the CDC? I mean, no foul play was indicated, but at the same time, he's been decomposing for 2 months in a river. So, I mean, literally anything can happen here. Now, for weeks, authorities scavenged for clues as to where the CDC employee may have been. O'Connor said in late February the disappearance was an extremely unusual set of circumstances. Yeah. This is the kind of crap you might find in a Steven Soderbergh movie. Now, the most unusual fact in this case is that every single belonging that we were aware of was located in the residence. So his keys, cell phone, credit card, debit card, wallet, and all of his identification passports, anything you could think of, we were able to locate. So then why was he at the river, and why did he have crystals in his pocket? Cunningham had called his sister that morning and talked to his supervisor about a promotion he didn't receive. He reportedly told several coworkers that he was disappointed after not being promoted to branch manager. The CDC, however, fired back at the reports and said in March Cunningham had received an early promotion. As many of his colleagues at the USPHS have pointed out, this information is inaccurate. In fact, he received an early promotion / exceptional proficiency promotion to commander, effective July 1st, 2017, in recognition of his exemplary performance in the U.S. Public Health Service, the CDC said in a statement. Over and above any of his assignments at the CDC, his early promotion within the USPHS reflects his excellence as an officer and an employee. So, okay. So, early reports like he didn't get a promotion. So that could lead you to believe that he went off and maybe committed suicide, which would be tragic. But then we're hearing that he actually got the promotion almost, July of last year for being kick-ass at his job. So something clearly happened here. Finding his debit card, his wallet, his cell phone, his keys, everything left at home, but he disappeared. It does speak to me as a foul play. It does. It absolutely speaks to me of foul play. Now, it says here, there are several unanswered questions surrounding his disappearance. The CDC employees' parents said earlier this week that their son sent a disturbing text to them 24 hours before he vanished. However, they would not elaborate on the text. A $15,000 reward is being offered for more information. So, okay, so you got this guy who sent a mysterious text to his parents. They won't tell you what it is, right? Worked for the CDC, was promoted to commander last year for exemplary performance, left a cell phone, wallet, credit card, keys, all that jazz at home, went to a river, drowned, was found in a kind of an isolated area 2 months later, decomposing with nothing on him but rare crystals in his pocket. Now, obviously, there's a lot more information here the police are not giving out right now because I'm pretty sure the investigation is still ongoing. But just at the onset of it, there are so many questions that I have, right? And I'm sure we'll get answers to a few of these as times go on. But for one, what happened to the report earlier that he wasn't feeling well as he was leaving the CDC? Did he leave early claiming he had a stomachache? And then he just wanted to go home, and that could have been the excuse. I mean, come on, how many times have you been like, I really don't want to be at work today, I'm just going to call out sick or something, or you go in there and you fake a stomachache, and then you go home, right? He could have done that. Gone outside to spend the afternoon, go out to the lake or something, or river, and then tragically drown. But why leave your wallet? Why leave your keys? Why leave all your stuff? I can understand leaving the cell phone. If you want private time to yourself, I get that. You don't want to be connected, but that's just a weird thing. Because here it is a few months later, and we have confirmation that this man died. And if it was just an accident that took his life, then that is what it is. But man, I don't want to jump to conclusions. I try not to. But it feels like there's something here that is seriously not the best. And hopefully we'll get more information as time goes on. And hopefully somebody will have the information to help set this case to rest and also collect a nice $15,000 bounty if you have that info. So anyway, what do you guys think about this? You think it's like an accident? You think it's legit? You think there's like something crazy going on here? You know, is your tinfoil hat coming on, or you're wondering all these things right now? These are things I'm curious about. Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. My name is, of course, Matt Jarbo. This has been the Monday Matt channel. If you haven't already, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, and check back often for more content from me. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out. What you just saw was a shorter clip from a longer show. The Rustled Podcast airs every Sunday through Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard on rustled.net. Please consider subscribing to the channel as well as 3 Buck Theater and potentially becoming one of our sponsors at patreon.com/MundaneMatt. Thank you and have a great day.